This is the final heat of round one of the girls. We're going from A to Z. Ariane up against Zoe with Josefina from Argentina in the middle of that one. So the Basque surfer, the Hawaiian and the Argentinian.
Round two action of the men's and likely the women, so we'll see. Here we go, up in the white already.
Yep, this is Josefina. Looks like she's already got a 1.5 on the board, floating it down the line there. So that's going to be the best wave of the heat so far. WSL junior ratings for South America. Meanwhile, here goes Ariane Ochoa from the Basque Country. She comes from near Bilbao, so in the north of Spain.
But tide is having a dramatic effect on the peaks out here. Every hour or so it's changing rapidly as we watch here in the blue. There's Zoe.
Yep, the Sunset Beach surfer. She's coming from Oahu in Hawaii.
So I guess I'm also here to win just like all the other girls. So hopefully I can just make a couple of heats and surf well.
Well, that looks pretty good out there then. You got a round off now. What do you do?
I'm just going to rest up. I haven't been feeling that well, so yeah. Just
lifting. Meanwhile, while we were talking to Macy, here's what went down in the water. This is Zoe McDougall, and that was the only wave we've missed. Nope, there was this one of Ariane as well, I think.
That was live. That just happened.
And here is the replay of that four.
Yeah, Ariane got a good open face wave right here, worked it over to the inside section and tagged at the end on her backhand, and you can see she looked pretty happy with that.
Ariane came 44th on the QS last year and Zoe came 46th. So you reckon they might have run into each other a few times over the course of the season?
Yeah, familiar faces for sure.
And I'm pretty sure that was the same year at Burleigh where Kiowa Belly beat Garrett Parks in a surf-off. Here goes Zoe McDougall, looking to replace a 3 as her backup. She's got the equipment or the wave in front of her to do it. Can she ride out of that last wave? Well, it turns into a bit of a washing machine. She gave everything to that section, but couldn't quite pull it out of there. And here goes Ariane Ochoa. Can she complete this one again? Just coming unstuck right at the end.
It gets tricky. You see that? Messes with your flow. Got to get around that corner. Thing went flat on her right there. She was still struggling to get in. She just never really got in the right gear on that wave. So she tried, valiant effort, but didn't really work for her. Meanwhile, on the left, Ariane. The reform did not appear, so she's out now. Look at Zoe weaving her way on her backhand.
The heat leader, Zoe McDougall. And she got a big section to deal with. Double up and right straight over it. Was that a little look at the judges?
That was, hey, I'm here, I'm standing, I'm riding this out. Mark me, please.
Yeah, that was, that had a bit of sass to it.
Yeah. Take another look at this. Another late takeoff for Zoe, but this time she gets out on that open face. Her board feels good under her feet. She's weaving through it right there. Preps for that inside section. That's a tricky one right there. It's 2 lips. She's like, which one do I hit? Okay, I'm going to tap this top one.
The highlights of this heat so far, run us through them, Chris.
Well, this was Zoe's last ride right there on her backhand. Coming in this inside section. Actually, this was her first ride, the one that reformed to the right. She got that little connection. That was started her off. And then she followed up with this right-hander right here. Stitched this one together well. Big closeout re-entry. So Zoe's had some good open face and jumped out to that early lead. Meanwhile, Ariane, this is her best wave. Punching it vertically into that tough little tricky closeout section.
This lump behind Josefina. Well, she's in a pretty good slot for this left. And this is a nice looking wall for the Basque, for the Argentine surfer. Flying down the line now, the one hit so far. It's a big section to crunch. Can she ride out of it? Well, she got 80% of the way there.
Yeah, just a little too timid off the top. She knew that was coming, and now right behind her, Ariane coming to that same section. Tried to do something else with it, but couldn't pull that one down as well. So back-to-back failed attempts on that closeout section, that tricky closeout section. But you got to think, you know, Josefina, she had a really good opportunity there on that left. That was one of the best lefts we've seen all heat.
There's just something there, you know, that I think he's definitely one to watch. So, yeah, that's a good choice. I like that one.
All right, just quickly, we're seeing Ariane Ochoa on her backhand. She's only chasing a 3.68, and she's really tied together a string of turns there. And that is definitely going to put her in the conversation.
Let's take a look. Nice little right-hander, got a nice green wall in front of her. Good sweeping first turn, gets back into the power section, another weave, and then tags it inside. So rides out of it. Nothing super authoritative on that, but stitched it together nicely. So
it's a 4.4 and the lead, so we got one right.
Yeah.
It's about time. It's only taken 17 and a half heats, but we've nailed it. And Ariane Ochoa has moved into the ascendancy. Here comes Zoe McDougall looking to strike back straight away. And she's weaving across this one, waiting for it to stand up. She's done it nicely. That was a beautiful turn, and she's ridden out of it. Well, I'm going to call that a make because she fell off.
Why these guys came down here. And you see Macy on this last one. Oh, excuse me, Zoe. And weaving her way to the inside. This is that tricky section. Watch how she navigated this right here. Put the turn in there, dropped, hung on through that, but then got knocked off. So it'll be interesting to see how the judges treat her.
Yeah, I think they'll call that a make. She's chasing a 3.73, and there it is. She's got it a 4.23, so back into first on the strength of that. 90 seconds to go. Here goes Ariane again. This is a bit of a prayer. Last hope, Hail Mary, and that's not going to be helping her situation at all. Here goes Zoe McDougall, really looking to consolidate the lead now. She's skating and weaving and looking for some section. Wow, her whole board just about coming out of the water. And what's she got to sign off on this heat? Not quite in style. She goes down, so a minute 15 remaining.
11 seconds.
Yeah, as we see the attack of the free surfers into the zone, that pretty much tells you that all is done and dusted for the day. 5 seconds to go, and it looks like it's Zoe McDougall doing enough to get through in a relatively low scoring, but nonetheless action-packed heat. And that is it for day one of the World Junior Championships. We ran 12 heats of men's round one. We ran all 6 heats of the women's round one.